Hi everyone, I'm the Plant Propagator and welcome to my channel. Today it is a toasty early September day here in Southwest Florida. It is 93 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 34 degrees Celsius. With the heat index, it is 107 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 42 degrees Celsius. If it was a dry heat, these guys would not enjoy it, but it is, it's pretty humid. So these guys, as you can see, are doing pretty well, and I'm enjoying it kind of because these guys are enjoying it and doing well, but it's toasty. It is a little bit warm. What I wanted to do today is share with you a few of my orchids that are blooming or about to bloom, and some of these are ones that I haven't shared with you before, so it's nice. I do have one that is about to bloom that I'm going to miss. So tomorrow I'm heading back to the Midwest where it's going to be a little bit cooler, not much, but it's going to be a little bit cooler, and I'll be heading there for a little while. And I've got a camera so I can watch some of these guys, but not all of them, and not in the detail that I want to see. All right, let's get back to the flowers that we want to look at. The first one is right here, and this is Cornerstone Compass. This is a really nice, and I'll get a close-up of this. This is a really nice big Cattleya. The plant itself is doing well. I got a lot of new pseudobulbs coming out on this. This is from RF Orchids, but all I have on it, in spite of all of these sheaths, all I've got is one flower on this, and it's a nice big flower, and it is fragrant. I really do like this flower. Sometimes you get two flowers per spike, but I really like this flower. I bought this a couple years ago from RF, and I haven't done a whole lot with it. Is there a bee? Yeah, there is. Look at this. See right there? That's just a honeybee. I don't know if it's gonna, it better not pollinate this, because I'm going to be pollinating this after I'm done with the video. I'm going to be crossing this. But so this is a nice flower. It's got a nice fragrance to it, really brilliant colors. It's flowers. I think this has flowered for me a couple of times a year. And what happened pretty recently is I pulled a large capsule off of this, probably I think about a month, maybe a month and a half ago, and I flashed them, and they seem to be okay. So I crossed this previously with a large yellow Cattleya with some flaring, some dark red flaring in the petals, and then a dark lip, but again a yellow throat, and I'm really excited to see what the progeny from this plant does. But this plant, like I said, is doing really well, and it's in whatever the potting mix is, whatever RF Orchids grows it in. I think there's there's Leca, I see perlite in here. There is, I think, there may be some lava stone and bark. It's got there's a really a complex mix, but it's a very light mix, and the plants tend to do real well in it. So again, I got new pseudobulbs growing out of it, nice new roots right here coming out of it, and this plant it's doing pretty well and loving it. And like I said, it's warm today, but look at this flower, and the intensity of the flower. It's a pretty nice flowering plant, and even it is it's in the late afternoon. I'm crazy because it is so hot here this time of the day, but even late afternoon, this has a wonderful fragrance. So a lot of times these big Cattleyas smell really good in the morning, but with this guy it's all day, and it opened, I should mention, it opened yesterday, and it's probably going to close tomorrow or the day after, because I'm going to cross onto this. What I'm going to cross onto this is another really nice flared yellow cattleya, big flower, and I'm excited to do this. The thing is, once you make the crosses, the flower collapses really quickly. But since I'm not going to be here to enjoy this beautiful flower, it's okay. So I'm happy with this. I got to enjoy it for a day, and then I'm off. But I wanted to share it with you so you can enjoy it as well. All right, so let me put this back up here. The next one that I want to share with you is right here. And let's see, I got to be careful not to knock too much stuff down. This is a catasetum, and this is a really nice flower on this catasetum. I've had this for a few years. This plant blooms usually for me. It blooms. I don't see another bloom spike coming out on it, but this plant has bloomed for me previously. These are all male flowers here. But this is a catasetum, and as you might imagine, it's from Fred Clark at Sunset Valley Orchids. So a nice flower. Yeah, it's got a little bit of a kind of a woodsy, herbal, sweet fragrance to it, but not much. These, I think, I'm going to be able to smell a little bit more early in the day. But this thing is blooming. Oh, I should say what this is. So this is, when I bought this, it was just listed as a cross. So this is Extravaganza Super Nice times Dentigrianum Best. And this is, since I bought it, it's been named, and the name of this is Graham Wood. So this is, again, something I've had for a few years. It's always done well for me. I think it's in peak bloom. Now it's got a few more flowers that are going to be open soon. But this is one of the many catasetums from Fred Clark. I really like this one. I have a few more. All my catasetums are pretty big, but this is the first one to bloom. But this one, for some reason, this blooms for me constantly, even though, like I said, even though the shoot is not that big. I've got some other ones that are bigger. I would imagine I might get some additional blooms out of this. So let me put this one back here. The last orchid that I want to show you, let's see where is it? Oh, it's right here. Okay, this is the last one I want to show you, and this is a little bit sad because there's a flower coming out on it right here. This is one of my seedlings. This is another progeny plant from Lori-Ann, and this is, again, one of my first orchids that I crossed. This I deflasked maybe a little over 3 years ago. I've had a few of these plants bloom. So out of I think I might have had just maybe 4 of them have bloomed on my progeny plants. And again, because my collection space is so small, I don't keep a lot of the progeny from my plants. I just don't have the room for this, especially when they get big, even though this is a small flowering cattleya. So again, this was Lori-Ann. The cultivar on this was Paradise. I should mention that this is Cornerstone, and this is awarded. So the cultivar on Cornerstone is Compass, and this is a progeny of Lori-Ann Paradise. So when you have a progeny, when you have a self of Lori-Ann, all those plants are called Lori-Ann. So these are all Lori-Ann. The flowers on some of these, I'll put my favorite flower progeny on the screen so you can see what it looks like. And I really like this, my favorite, because it has the flaring in the petals, but it has a lot of spots in the sepals. And it's unfortunate. I might have somebody stop by and collect an image of this close up to see what it looks like. There is some spotting on the foliage on this plant, which suggests that the flower is also going to have some spotting on it. And that's what I really like. about some of the progeny that I generated from Lorianne, that's also Lorianne, is that there's some spotting involved. It has there's no other bloom spikes on here. This plant has grown really well. Again, I deflasked it like 3.5 years ago, so it's done real well. It's got a lot of good vigorous growth on it. But just the one flower here that's going to be the first flower on this plant that I'm going to miss, which is sad, but hey, it happens. All right. Oh man, before I melt here, that's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed my video. If you did, and you want to keep on seeing them, it would help me out if you can click on like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already a subscriber. All right, that's all I have for today. Again, I hope you enjoyed it, and happy propagating.